This question is asking, find the sum of 11 over 18 and 7 over 30. So when they say the sum of 11 over 18 and 7 over 30, that means that they're being added together. Now before we can add these fractions together, we can't just work across and do 11 plus 7 and then that equals 18, and 18 plus 30 and that equals 48. We have to find a common denominator. The denominator being the numbers at the bottom. So the common denominator is a number that both 18 and 30 can go into. So the lowest common denominator is also the lowest common multiple. Now let's just review how to find the LCM. What we're going to do is we're going to break down 18 and 30 to its prime factors. 18 can be broken down into 2 and 9, and 9 can be broken down to 3 and 3. For 30, we can break this down to 2 and 15, and 15 can be broken down to 3 and 5. So now that we broke down 18 and 30 to its prime factors, we're going to circle the factors that occur most often. So 2, there's only one 2, so we're just going to circle one of the 2's. There are 2 3's here and 1 3 here, so we're going to circle the 2 3's over here. And then we have just 5, so we're just going to circle 5. From here, I'm going to multiply 2 times 3 times 3 times 5. 2 times 3 times 3 times 5 is going to give me 90. And 90 is my lowest common denominator, which is also my lowest common multiple, my least common multiple. So the number that both 18 and 30 can go into is 90. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change 18, I'm going to multiply 18 by a number to give me 90, and I'm going to do the same thing for 30. But whatever I do at the bottom, I'm also going to do at the top. So for 18, I need to multiply 18 by 5. So I'm going to multiply this by 5, but also I'm going to multiply 11 by 5. And I'm going to do the same thing for 7 and 30. I need to multiply 30 by 3 to give me 90, and whatever I do at the bottom, I also have to do at the top. So 18 times 5 is going to give me 90. 11 times 5 is going to give me 55. 30 times 3 is going to give me 90. And 7 times 3 is going to give me 21. So now I've made 11 over 18 and 7 over 30, and I made them into common denominators. So from here, I can work across adding the numerator with the other numerator while still keeping the same denominator. So 55 plus 21 is going to give me 76, and I just keep the same denominator, which is 90. So now that I've added both of these together, I'm going to simplify this number further. So a way that I would simplify this further is just keep on dividing it by 2 until I can't go any further. So 2 can go into 76 and 2 can go into 90. So 2 going to 76 and 2 going to 90 is going to give me 38 over 45. So I divided 76 and 90 by 2, which gave me 38 over 45. Now 38 over 45 can't be simplified any further, so 38 over 45 is my final answer. This question is asking, add 2 and 1 over 8 plus 3 and 1 over 4. So before I start this problem, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to make it into an improper fraction. How do I make it an improper fraction? I'm going to multiply the whole number by the denominator and then add the numerator. So the whole number multiplied the denominator and added by the numerator is going to be 2 times 8, which is going to give me 16, plus 1, which is going to give me 17. So I can rewrite this as 17 over 8. So I'm going to do the same thing for 3 1/4. This is going to be 3 times 4, which is going to give me 12, plus 1 is going to give me 13. So 3 1/4 is going to be 13 over 4. The lowest common denominator for these two numbers is 8, because 8 can go into 8 and 4 can go into 8. So I don't need to change this at all, but I need to change this into an 8. So I'm going to multiply 4 by 2, and whatever I do at the bottom, I also have to do at the top. So 4 times 2 is going to give me 8, and then 13 times 2 is going to give me 26. So now that I have a common denominator, which is 8, I can add across. I can add 17 and 26, and then the denominator is still going to stay the same. So 17 plus 26 is going to give me 43. So it's going to be 43 over 8. So we have 43 over 8, which is an improper fraction, and I want to rewrite this to look like a proper fraction. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide 8 into 43. So 8 can go into 43 5 times. 5 times 8 is going to give me 40. 43 subtracted by 40 is going to give me 3. So this 5 is going to be my whole number, and then I'm going to take the remainder and put it on top of the 8. 8 can go into 43 5 times, which 5 is going to be my whole number, and I have a remainder of 3. So 3 is my remainder, and I'm going to put it on top of the 8. And this is going to be my final answer, which is 5 and 3 over 8. This question is asking, what is 2 1/3 less than 4 and 5 over 9? So what this is saying is that it's 4 5 over 9 subtracted by 2 1/3. So what I'm going to do first is that I'm going to make these proper fractions into improper fractions. So I'm going to multiply the whole number by the denominator and then add the numerator to that result. So 4 times 9 is going to give me 36, plus 5 is going to give me 41. Then we're going to do 2 times 3, which is 6, add 1, which is 7. So then from here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to find the common denominator between these two numbers. The common denominator is going to be 9, because 9 can go into 9, and 3 can go into 9. So this one is just going to stay the same, but I need to multiply this by 3 to make it a 9. And whatever I do at the bottom, I also have to do at the top. So 3 times 3 is going to give me 9. And then 7 times 3 is going to give me 21. So now that I have the common denominator, I'm just going to simply subtract the numerators. So it's going to be 41 subtracted by 21. So 41 subtracted by 21 is going to give me 20 over 9. So now that I got 20 over 9, I'm going to make it into a proper fraction like this. How do I make 20 over 9 a proper fraction? I'm going to divide 9 into 20. So 9 can go into 20 2 times. 2 times 9 gives me 18. 20 subtracted by 18 is going to give me 2. This 2 is going to be my whole number, and this 2 is going to be my numerator. So what is 2 1/3 less than 4 and 5 over 9? The answer is 2 and 2 over 9. And this is going to be my final answer.